Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we have a really awesome video for you today. You all know how I like my LiTime 4 batteries. They're the best batteries you can get, and I've got one to show you today that's 165 amp hours, and we're gonna do some cool things. Maybe you'll think it's cool, maybe you won't, but I'm thinking that you're gonna like what you're gonna see. All right, everybody, so we have the LiTime 12.8 volt, 165 amp hour LiTime 4. This thing is a beast. Typically these come in 100 amp hours. This one though is going to be 165 amp hours, and we're going to do just a quick unboxing. I'm going to show you some quick facts here and how cool this thing is. So we get the manual right off the bat. You got a quick start guide. I'll go through this here. You got some post bolts here for putting all your accessories on. And this is nice. Look at this thing. Is like this thing's a beast, y'all. This thing is packaged like crazy. Oh gosh! And there you have it, yo. When I tell you that thing is a beast. That's a big battery, guys. I mean, it's a beautiful looking battery. So if you come and you look at the top here, kind of gives you all the information on the battery. Download the LiTime app, and this one has Bluetooth. I'm going to show you how to connect that, that is really cool that this one has Bluetooth. And I'm just going to spit some facts about this one real quick, just so everyone is tracking. All right, everyone, let's dive into some key points. So who's this battery going to be used for? You've got RV power supplies, marine equipment, off-grid energy storage, solar system, home backup. The core positioning, these are the high energy density leader and group 31 LFP batteries. A lot of RV travelers or boat owners, outdoor enthusiasts like myself, off-grid residents, and solar system installers are going to be really loving this battery. And I'm just going to mention just a few downsides real quick. It doesn't have high power wattage for like coffee makers and AC units, but I have a fix for that. And that fix for that is going to be to pair this up as a reserve battery to your solar generator, and that can quickly fix that problem. Traditional lithium batteries are bulky, short-lived, and low capacity. This one's a little bit bigger. And then concerns about power monitoring and safety. Now we're going to check out this Bluetooth, and we're going to actually see how that does, and maybe that can remedy that as well. Because if we can monitor this for Bluetooth, we're going to be good to go, and we won't have any issues with that. So the biggest takeaway from this that I want you guys to understand is this is the same size as a 12 volt 100 amp hour lithium battery, but 65% more capacity. So this is 2,112 watt hours, which is crazy. This could power things like AC units or induction cookers for longer if it is hooked up to a proper inverter. So this thing essentially could power a full RV fridge for a week without recharging. That's because this thing is an endurance-based battery. That is what it's designed for. It's designed for off-grid solar use. If you are an off-roader enthusiast like I am, these are the batteries that you want, especially when you're drawing a lot of power. Now the instant power burst for this individual one is 852 amps, so its peak current is 1 second. So it starts high power devices. Why is that important? If you need to hook this up to a diesel heater, it can run it. A lot of batteries don't have a high peak amp hour voltage to even start batteries, which is why you'll have a lot of issues with that. But again, this one can run diesel heaters, marine motors instantly. So I definitely want to clarify, it has a 1 second limit. So even though it's peaking, it can hit most of those peaks where you're good to go. So again, like a sports car accelerating, it meets the sudden power demands effortlessly, and then it can just keep going on and on and on from there. Let's talk about the Bluetooth. So we can check real-time battery stats like SOC, discharge, charge, temperatures via the app, which I'm going to show you. You can monitor batteries while you're away from home or your RV. So it has the I65 waterproof, dustproof, salt spray resistance. It's got low temperature cutoff, which is great if you're getting in a cold area, and a 30-second auto recovery after an offload. Again, this is expandable up to 3,000 379 watt hours. You can connect multiple batteries to this and you'll be good to go. All right, everyone. So what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna show you how to hook this up. You need your car charger for whatever solar generator you're gonna be using. And let's get this hooked up real quick. So once we get this hooked up, I'm also gonna download this app and we're gonna see how that works because I've never used it before. So I am very curious to see how it's going to work. So let's check this out. So we're just gonna, oops, my bad. Let's go ahead, put a negative cable on here. I'm just gonna hand tighten it for now. Positive cable on here. All right, this one also comes with an inline fuse, so in case anything ever happened with the communication between the battery and the generator, it would just cut the fuse and there's no damage, no harm, no foul. Easy, easy day. So, I don't know if you can see here, the vacuum pulls about 1,400 watts, give or take, 1,300 to 1,400 watts. That generator now is at 97%, even at that small use when I was just vacuuming, trying to burn some power out of it. And I'm gonna actually show you the coffee maker, how this can do the coffee maker. Hopefully it can power my big coffee maker. It should be able to. So you're gonna plug this in. This is just your standard car charging socket over here, and this should immediately start powering and charging my battery here. And you can already hear it just clicked on, and now it's charging. So let me bring you up to for a close-up, y'all. So if you can see here, so do you see how it's blinking like that? So that's already receiving wattage. You can see the wattage it's receiving right there. So that's very impressive actually, that it's, wow. So this thing is gonna be charging this battery at over 100 watts. I mean, that is really good for a battery. And if it's gonna stay steady at 114, 115, I mean, theoretically, any kind of power that's coming out of this would just be maintained depending on the load that it's happening. And it's showing that in 0.3 hours, this battery is gonna be charged right back up to where it should be. Now, that's exceptionally well. A lot of batteries actually don't charge that fast when it's coming from just a LiFePO battery. So being that this is at a constant current of 114 is very impressive. All right guys, so you're gonna add the device with me. So we're gonna add device. Let's just do search. Oh, looks like we found one. Available devices, connecting. What's wear badge? Oh, I don't know what that is. Let's just do check details. Okay, nice. So look at that here. We got current, power, voltage, capacity. We've got temperature, cycles, firmware. Wow, this is really cool. BMS is normal. I like that. We got cells functioning normal. And then we got, let's check balance. Under good condition. I like this. This is freaking awesome. Oh, LiTime, you guys did a good job with this. So let me see that's good. So we're doing good. So it says it's discharging. Estimated remaining hours of usage. It's got 8 hours and 25 minutes if it's discharging at this rate. Looks like it's at 51%. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna see how long it takes to charge this battery back up. Right here, my solar, and then I'm gonna show you what I got to charge this back up. That LiTime provided us with that as well, and that is a LiFePO 4 battery charger specifically. So pretty cool. The app layout, it's fully Bluetooth, tells you everything you really need to know. Let's just check out the settings. So you can power off, remove device, your Bluetooth. You can change the name of your battery if you want. I just wanted to see, let's see, what does this mean? So notes, minimum current sampling for charge. Okay, so that just tells you how it's monitoring it. So pretty cool, y'all. You can monitor everything right from your phone, which is I mean, a lot of times this is invaluable, especially if you're like up in a tent and you're running things, or you're in an RV and you need to know if you're discharging or if you're charging. Maybe you got it hooked up to a solar, something solar, which I'm going to show you exactly. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be hooking this up to a solar system that I have set up here for my shed to power my lights. All right, y'all. So we've already moved up a bar. It's only been about 10 minutes. And so this is a great way to double, if not triple, the size of your solar generator capacity. So when you're out on the trail, you have the 2400 watts if you need it. This one does, again, can start about 825 worth if you need it for 1 second. But sometimes it's better to pair these together. So this is just going to keep continuously charging this, and you have no issues. Way more effective way to go than actually buying another one of these or an expandable battery. You might as well go with a LiTime 4 by LiTime, because this one is especially great because it's got the Bluetooth capability and you can monitor this battery. All right, so I'm gonna go and show you what we got next. So what we got here, we've got the LiTime 4 charger by LiTime. So this one's really nice. They do a great job at packaging their stuff. Some places, you know, just send stuff in like just regular boxes. But this one actually looks really nice. So this is a really great setup here. They give you all the means to plug this stuff in. So I'm going to show you here. So again, you have this. Plug this into the wall. You're going to plug these together like this. And we're going to hook these cables up to charge this battery. So I'm going to show you what that looks like now. Alright guys, so just like we have done this before. Gonna attach the negative to the negative. Make sure it's just hand tight. Positive to the positive. Let's go find a wall plug. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like all hooked up. This is an indicator on it. It'll actually, the indicator will tell you that it's either charging, that it's in fault, or it's good to go. So if it's blinking, it's at fault. If it's solid red, it is charging. And it's nice because it's got its own little cooler on it. So we're gonna see how long this takes to charge. All right, so looking at the app, we can see that it's charging. It's taken in adequate power and everything is normal. And again, you can check these, which is pretty cool. Everything is normal there. And BMS is good. And of course, I got it inside, so this temperature will probably drop because it's kind of warm outside today here in Virginia. And we're just gonna wait. We're at 50% charge. Before we head out to the solar shack, I wanna make sure this battery is charged up so I can show you how I'm gonna hook it up. All right guys, so we're out here at my shed. So I set this up to be solar powered. You can see I have a panel sitting right here. It's only a 100-watt panel. I don't have everything done. I do want to mount panels here on the front because where the house is situated, we get most of our sun, but sometimes these trees block it, which is why I'm using an MPPT controller to maximize sunlight and maximize power. But with the LiTime battery, it's going to be much easier. It's over 2,000 watt hours, and I won't have any issues with this running out of power. And even with the slow charging with this, it'll consistently have a trickle charge into that battery consistently, and it's an endurance battery anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So check this out. All right, so the way I have this set up is not that it's too important, but I do have a 40 amp MPPT controller coming in here, and I've got it coming down to the LiTime battery. What I do is I installed a light switch here, and basically this toggles my lights, and it's super simple how I did this. So I have power in here all the time. I don't actually have an inverter, but I may end up hooking up an inverter to this and setting it on the wall here. But this powers my lights here. Sorry guys, it's kind of messy in here. And up here, okay? So the reason why I did that is I ran the wires down, and so you can see, hang on one second. So you can kind of see with the sunlight, it's not too bad in here. Obviously, with the doors closed, it's you know, dark in here. If I'm working in here in the wintertime, I'm just gonna hit this light switch and voila. We have lights, which is powered right here by this. This is constant. This is only pulling in like 4 watts right now. It's not very sunny out here today in Virginia. So obviously this isn't going to pull in a whole lot of watts to charge the battery, but these LED lights are highly efficient, and it may not even affect the power draw, to be honest with you, on the LiTime battery. I'm going to pull up the app right now so we can actually see what it is. So it looks like we're maybe not even barely pulling any power. So you can tell that the battery is completely charged and the lights are on, and you know, I have 163.3 watt hours available, and I can guarantee you guys these lights only pull like probably 1 or 2 watts. It's not a whole lot, so it's not really gonna affect them. But you can kind of see up here how that kind of just, it allows me to see and work in here. I could probably add a few more lights, and I probably will eventually. I've got some extra lights I can link up here, probably gonna put some up top again. But yeah, just so you can kind of see that this is how I have it set up right now. You got the MPPT controller running to the LiTime battery. I've got the app up so I can monitor it from inside of the house, and I've got my wires, which eventually I'll change this so when you come out here, I can actually put these out. Or what I'll probably do is drill a hole in the side here, and I'm going to mount a couple panels up here just so we're good to go. Or I might mount a panel here angled and then a couple here. So either way, this battery is going to be perfect for sitting out here and powering my shed. So there's one more thing I want to show you. That's going to be pretty cool, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to fire up the diesel heater with the lights on inside here so we can warm my shed up for when I'm going to be working. Alright guys, so we got our diesel heater here. Make sure it's got power. It's got power. How I did this, it comes with a cord. I just kind of gator clipped it temporarily up here. Just want to show you it's not drawing any power yet, so we're going to go ahead and show you. So this, remember, has over an 800 starting watt ability. So let's see. It's gonna take a second, so I'll come back to you once it's started. So you can see right there, it's drawing about 105 watts. This is completely normal. This one normally draws up to 170 to start with these glow plugs. That is the fuel pump kicking on, which is a good sign. That means that this battery is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, and it's throwing power into that glow plug. All right guys, 113 give or take watts coming out, and our diesel heater is powered. So you can see this, it is powered, it's on, it's warming up right now. That was a very fast start. That's even faster than my solar generator, to be honest with you. Not sure why it was that fast. Normally this takes a couple minutes to warm up and then it goes. I'm already producing heat out here. And let's see what it actually levels out to once it gets moving. So you got 28 watts. All right guys, we've kind of leveled out between 20 and 30 watts. It's gonna take a few minutes for it to level out, but look, 77 hours, 108 hours. So we gotta wait until the power levels out. But this one normally pulls about 25 watts, even lower if you're on eco. And you can run it all night on a solar generator. But it says this battery would be able to run it for 60 hours. So almost 3 days, you know, worth of running. And I honestly believe it would be actually about 3 days or more. Because this power draw is probably going to drop down to about maybe 15 to 20 watts eventually once it's warmed up. Alright y'all, so I'm thoroughly impressed. It says that it's going to run my diesel heater for about 77 hours. I'm on setting 3, pulling about 20 watts. Again, these heaters are all a little different. Sometimes they pull more, sometimes they pull a little less, just like a refrigerator. Sometimes when the compressor kicks on, it pulls 35 to 45 watts. And sometimes when the compressor's off and the fridge is just maintaining a temperature, it's not pulling as much. So, you know, this battery, which I have, that's gonna stay right here in my shed, connected to my solar panels, it's gonna do amazing. This is gonna be awesome. I'm rarely gonna have to ever take this off to even charge it. The only reason I'd have to take this off to charge is if my 100-watt solar panel, which guys, 100 watts is not a lot. To charge this from dead to 100 takes about 700 watts of power, I believe, for about 5 to 7 hours. So I need 6 more panels, or I need 2 400-watt panels or so to actually, you know, crank this juice out with some good daylight. But as you can see, it's kind of gloomy out. There's not a whole lot of anything, no sun really, and I got a lot of different solar powered stuff out here. But again, today is just one of those days where there's not a lot of sun, so we're not going to be cranking in a lot of power. So we've leveled out about 20 watts, and yeah, this is good to go. Well, there you have it, folks. That LiTime battery, this is exactly what you've been looking for. Whether you're powering your RV, your solar shed, whether you're on off-road excursions, whatever you're doing that requires power, even making this an auxiliary battery to your existing solar generator setup, or you're hooking up to your truck, this is going to be the other power source to power your lights and auxiliary switches and everything. This is a no-brainer battery to go to. The Bluetooth is invaluable. I can monitor the shed while I'm in the house, or if it's in your vehicle, you can monitor it, or your RV, or whatever you're doing with it. This is one of the, best batteries that I have tested so far. So just to let's recap real quick. It's smart Bluetooth, it's group 31, and you got 2,112 watt hours on this bad boy, and you can't really go wrong with that. I'm always looking for a way to save money and to do things efficiently, so that's why I really love this battery. Its high endurance is going to be great for whether I'm using it here or on off-road excursions, or doing whatever I need to do, running a power fridge, powering my diesel generator, powering this shed. This is going to be my go-to from now on, especially with that high endurance. I need something that's going to last me a long time, so I don't either have to expose it to a ton of sun with the solar, or always have to take it off to go and refill it from the AC outlet in the house. So guys, this is your go-to LiTime. Check them out, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. So I hope you took something from this video, and thank you for watching, and God bless.